everybody. Hello, everybody. It's time for. Oh, I got my cord taped up in my chair. Shit. Oh, just rolled in to get comfy, and nope, didn't work. Hi. How's it going? All right, I'm comfy. Wait, no more chair creaking. Hopefully, maybe. What's up? I'm excited. I'm looking forward to motherfucking endgame shit. I don't know what's going on anymore. Time isn't real. Yeah, I don't know what to expect really. Or how long it's gonna go. I might have to, get a snack in there. I don't know, because in my head it's like, okay, normal, before trial stuff, then investigation, then so yeah, I imagine it's gonna have the same structure, like, because Danganronpa kind of went right into the investigation, but they also had so much established beforehand, setting-wise, so I have no idea what to expect. Okay, wait, hold on, where? Because the bomb went off in the headquarters. How did you, wait, did I forget something? Or no, they got passed out, right, because of the fucking box that Makoto gave them. Fuck. Is my voice quieter than normal? I might be farther here. Let me up it a little bit. Does it sound good now? Let me know if it's the volume's iffy. I also don't think I've talked today, so maybe that's part of it. Anyway, if my voice is good, let's poke around and see what the fuck happened. Okay, so yeah, I don't know how much I'll have to focus on. Oh, hello. Oh, god damn it, there's a gap right there. Oh! Right, she was there. I don't think she's dead. Shinigami. She's dead. But yeah, my morning's been okay. Had breakfast, done most of my Anki, or did I do all of that? No, not quite. I have a few cards left, but it's not the end of the world. It's very little. Got a day off today. Yesterday was interesting. I mostly just marathoned The Bear. I watched like 7 episodes of it, and like one of them was like twice as long as the others, because season 4 came out, and didn't do much Japanese stuff. Oh, the final guide for each character can only be found in this chapter. Okay, so that means there's one that's Yako, Hallara, Desuiko, Vivi. So there's 5 Gabs in this chapter? Jesus Christ, okay. So I will keep an eye out because hopefully I'll get all of them. And that way I only have, because I know I'm missing more than that. So... Oh, I guess this is the Forbidden Zone, so... So if Makoto, is he planting them there deliberately so that he can get them to solve the final trial, or... Because, yeah, if he wanted them dead, like, yeah, I think he said as much, like, he would have done it already, right? Or he could, because especially at this point, like, yeah, he had them moved, like, they were completely vulnerable, he could have done whatever he wanted, so... Fucking weird little guy. But yeah, so yesterday I watched Bear. I chatted with Hot Boy Spicy for a little bit, and then I watched more of The Bear. And then I played Night Rain with a friend. And I ended up just playing Night Rain for the rest of the night because I was like, I didn't feel like doing much else. And then I just got my ass kicked. Like, it was bad. I did not beat a single Night Lord yesterday. I probably did like 6 runs, so I was just like feeling like shit when I went to bed. Because I just, like, that's the thing with roguelikes and that kind of stuff where it's like, you fail a run, it's like, one more, this one will go better, I swear, but it just didn't really work out. But I woke up and, I guess what I did was, I think I talked about it. I had this really dumb idea with my Steam family to, yeah, I was talking about it before, to collectively beat a bunch of games, and I guess I set up these randomizers for myself, and I literally, like, even though I know I can't, like, do the thing, like, I'll sometimes do, like, practice rolls or practice spins, like, just to see what I would get randomly, because I guess, like, I don't know, having the idea of a randomized backlog, and because I have such a big backlog, like, actually choosing something is, like, agony, but also I can't really choose stuff right now because I'm going through things, and that I need to finish, and it's like, I don't know, I set myself up for failure, basically, but I did some practice rolls for the Steam family backlog thing, and today I actually tried 2 of them. One of them was Escape from Pig, or no, Escape in like Pig. It's a fucking block pushing game that was like $2 at normal price. It barely functioned. It controlled badly. Like, it controlled the mouse, even though it would be like 9 times, and you had to wait for the pig to walk around when it wasn't made to be very responsive, and it was like these block pushing puzzles, and I did like almost half of them, and I got stuck on one, and then I looked it up, and it turns out that I don't know if it was that one or the one after it, but someone said the one after it was impossible, and there wasn't even a puzzle in the last level, and I couldn't even just load into levels. Like, I got stuck on a loading screen. I'm like, okay, this game's unwinnable anyway, so I just counted it as dropped. And the other one was Townscaper, which is just like a basically a little, like, not a puzzle game. It's a sandbox. Oh, okay, so I missed that one gap. Are you fucking with me? I already missed the first gap. Okay, no, thank God. Please. Oh, thank fucking God. Okay. Okay. I would have been mad. Okay. Not mad, but I would have been frustrated. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to this game. I did roll. Oh, okay. These are the kidnap. Is this a kidnap victim, or is it someone from? Because it'd be like a human experiment, basically. Hold on. There's probably no gap. Okay. This is the easiest to figure out. Okay. I mean, you mentioned Major Revelations, and I was thinking earlier about how, with the last one, during the investigation, I had the very wild theory of, okay, zombies? Not a zombie, obviously, but, temperament more so than actuality. But, yeah, I was thinking about how I, had that moment where I just stopped, and I was like, holy fuck, the culprit is someone who can copy our talents. And it was like, no, that wasn't correct at all. Fink just used normal disguise things, and Yako was using Fubuki's talent, but he wasn't, he didn't acquire it. He just knew that she had it and was expecting them to use it so that he could get through, right? So it was just a wild revelation, but it was all variously off the mark. Okay, I'm glad the game also thought on. I'm just on the same wavelength with this game. I keep thinking of things, and the characters then quote the exact. There's so many times that's happened. So yeah, they're basically sedated or fucked up somehow, so that they can't really talk or do anything. Into the gab, hopefully. But I'm definitely gonna miss. yeah. I keep seeing like little lights and stuff, but oh, there's one. I like how it's just like it's right there. Holler Vivio would be okay, they just beat the shit out of the zombies. And yeah, this case being the easiest because I think what was the easiest one to figure out for me? I feel like it was number 2, because you know obviously the motive was more interesting, but I don't know. I just felt like, well, I guess I didn't figure out the investigation, but I feel like maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering, but that was probably the easiest gab ever. It was literally just right there. Like at least the other one was I didn't see it until or, oh yeah, this place has lights. I confused for gaps. Yeah, you're just like I don't even know what they are. Like little environmental or Shinigami's reflection is sometimes blue, and just like seeing a little flash of blue light just makes me go like, is that a gap? I guess it's kind of hard to make lights like that noticeable in a game which is already so like neon, right? Like literally I think about with the designs, like the bottom of their shoes or like you know, some aspects of their clothing are just for the detectives just really light up. So some of them. Yeah. slow on the uptake there, aren't you? I mean, you know, entertaining multiple possibilities does make sense. I'm just being toxic. I think I mentioned before that, like, the idea of, like, oh, a toxic gas leak, you can't get close. That made me think of, like, Punk Hazard, where, Smoker was coming in, and, Caesar was releasing toxic gas, and he's like, oh yeah, but there hasn't been any toxic gas, like, that was a while ago. So the fact that there's gas here is actually more suspicious, because this is where, obviously you knew that this is where Aokiji and Akunu fought, previously, so yeah, it's just like, yeah, toxic gas leak? Nah, there's no. I mean, if there is, it's not dangerous, and like obviously the game, obviously it's just narrative. The game's gonna take us there anyway, eventually. So, I keep looking on for another gap. Like there's gonna be more than one here. Yes, unlike us, Kurumi can't use narrative logic. This is true. For them, it's just the real world.
立ち入り禁止区域について調べてた原田さんが言ってたんだけど、パナイクでは雨の湿気による腐敗を防ぐため死体はすぐに回収される決まりだ。その死体はトラックに立ち入り禁止区域に運ばれ埋葬されているようだ。
The purple on Vivia's big coat is very glowy.
その処理を任されているのは
It's the same color as Shinigami.
アマテラス社最高責任者直下部署のごく一部の人間のみ。しかも処理している本人たちも特定の場所に運ぶだけで、その後誰がどうやって死体を埋葬しているのかは謎らしい。そんな話。
He seemed a little spooked.
じゃあ死体処理場の噂って本当だったの？
Back then, so she's afraid of ghosts, maybe. Even though they're adventure laden.
でもどうして死体処理場なんかが。例えば人体実験に使った死体をアマテラス社がこっそり処分しているとか。だとするとさっきのは実験の副作用で捨てられた死体が蘇ったってこと？やっぱりゾンビなの？でもそんな死体が蘇るなんてことはあるはずが。でもゾンビって死んでるんだよね。さっきの連中死体の匂いはしなかったけど。
I don't think they're dead bodies, guys. I think you guys are getting a little excited.
かといって生きてる人間って感じでもないし。もうなんなの？もし鉱山の有毒ガスの話が事実なら、
See, I'm making connections with, like, I guess, I don't know. I'm curious as to how many threads are gonna come together, because, like, I feel like a lot of the information related to this case, they are. Oh, we're already in the investigation. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go. All right. Okay. What's up, guys? Oh wait, that's a no. Okay. Okay, they're not. Those. No, they can't do this. No. 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 I fucking knew it. No, I saw the uniforms and I was like, no. Wait, no, they can't do that. No. There's only like 3 of them. There's only one set of characters that can be. Wait. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, okay. But this is fucked up. No, stop being meta. Holy good. Is that a reference to a mystery title that does have zombies in it? I love the instant like bold proclamation and then like instant doubling back on it. Oh yeah, you didn't miss any keys. Yeah, I think you missed me getting a gab, I guess, but I have only gotten the zombie queue so far. And oh wait, what is the arrow? Was that already there, or did I miss it hitting the wall? Oh well. Any gabs? Okay, that's terrifying. Which means that like we could literally see all the dead, like all the culprits basically, can come back. And many of the victims as well. Oh, it lagged a bit there. Unfortunate. Hold on. Nekroru? I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to read the sign. Gorio... Oh, that's the kanji for, like, death, or kill. No, I think it's killing, and then the kanji for bug. So Goryoshi. Dope, and then Nekuro. No, Nekroru? I don't, anyway. Oh, you missed a hit. Oh, wait, that's... Wait, okay, I'm just not paying attention. Anyway, I can't make out the sign. I'll give up on it. I try. Wait, homunculi are from those creatures eating human flesh. Okay, so that means human's not the homunculi, because I think he eats normal things. Wait, so they're homunculi? Are they like failed homunculi? Or... I assume that's like imperfect homunculus then, because I just in my brain I'm like, no, no. Makon's the real homunculus, I don't know. Someone's gotta be a homunculus, someone real. Wait, unless... No. 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 Oh, it's pest. Oh, because it's bug killing. Okay, kill. But okay, I don't know the word, but I can see the. I can infer from the kanji. Yeah, no, that when you put it together, it's like yes, it's killing and then bug. So pest control. Okay, that makes sense. I don't like the thoughts that my brain came to. I kind of want to hold on to them because they're scary. What if the entirety of Kanai Ward is homunculi, and when they die, they're immortal. They remove the dead bodies, not because of the rain, but because when they'll come back to life because everyone's a homunculi. Jesus fucking Christ! And the reason I thought about the meat buns. No, the mass kidnappings are to feed the people of Kanai Ward now. This is horrific. This is fucking horrific. God, please don't be real. Please. I like my last one. It's like, oh yeah, pick the killer. Oh yeah, he can use all the fortes. He's cool. This is like, no. Please don't be real. Oh God. Okay, yeah. See those little lights look like like they could be gaps because they're yeah. They just keep showing up. Oh, this is the church man.
あそこに座っているのは釘男事件の神父さん。
なんかあの人はおとなしそうだね。
Oh, I'm so shocked my voice is fading. Sorry.
何か話が聞けるかも。
Okay. Is he more together?
話しかけたらまた襲われちゃうよ。
神父さん、僕のこと覚えてますか？
Okay, he seems a bit more put together. But I assume they're not being fed, which is probably why they're like ravenous. Yep, there it is. Okay. What are you? A peacekeeper? Falling randomly like that? Oh God. I hate this. Oh God, I hate this. Oh, yep, everybody. I forgot about the accomplice guy. Oh, wait, that's one of the victims, I think. That's the... Oh, I did... Oh, I guess Yuma's dead. Okay, I did left stick right to the left. But I heard a failure noise, so... Unfortunate. I'll try again. That time it worked. Okay, maybe I was my angle was off. Okay. That was wrong button. All right, now just the same scene again. Kuri doesn't just kick him. Just kick him off Yuma. It'll be fine. Right. I hit the Y button on the Xbox controller, not the. Yeah, I am gonna when I have a list of things I need to buy from online or something like that. Like, and I want to get a proper, not third-party Xbox controller, even though it's more expensive because my current one just doesn't really function, and it is really handy to have, especially with a game like this that thinks I'm using an Xbox controller. I mean, maybe it's just actually there's a setting I could change because it is using my current. Maybe it thinks my Switch controller is an Xbox controller, and that's why it's expecting me to do that. So. Because it was originally a Switch game. Oh shit. Oh, okay, this is to keep everyone in.
やっぱりなんか変だと思ったよ。へえ、危なくご主人様の丸焼きが完成するとこだったね。これじゃこの村から出られないよ。
どこかフェンスのない場所を探そう。あ、
ゆうまくん、あれ。
Oh,
もしかしてさっきの音に反応
I
して
keep
集ま
looking
っ
to
て
see
きたの
if
か。
they're characters we know. Okay.
まずい、気づかれた。逃げなきゃ。
You know, I guess if you know everyone in Kanai Ward is homunculus, then that would mean like, oh hello. Like I guess that kind of makes sense as to why the peacekeepers are so lax when it comes to solving the murders, because they aren't really murders, right? Like, because if they don't really die, then which means well wait. Yako, was he native to Kanai Ward? Or was he... Oh, uh-oh. Because I know he lived there at least long enough to feel like he was part of the city. And they're generally pretty isolationist. But, I'm afraid to the answer to that question. And yeah, this reminds me of, I guess it's a spoiler for Battle Angel Aelita. Okay, Yako was for, oh god. Cause yeah, obviously like Zilch was, I remember Zilch being in with Amaterasu, but I don't remember him being from the actual city, Kanai Ward. Toilet collector? What are you talking about, Shinigami? But yeah, I was just like what I was just thinking of. Not Yako. It was something else. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh well. Gabs. Did I miss a Gab? Yes, I did. Haha. Okay, that's the third one, so just two more. But yeah, I was thinking about Zilch and basically wondering which characters would be homunculi. And which, yeah, ones would be, locals. Because obviously the world detectives are outsiders. So Kurumi is presumably also homunculi. And it, like, what does this mean for the fate of the city? Because it's like if they all eat human flesh, then. Like, yeah, the mass kidnappings, like, have to be stopped. So... Jesus Christ, that's so fucking horrific. Oh, that's right. Now I'm wondering about that ramen conversation, because it's like... Is all the meat in Kanai Ward just people? Like, this is so... The implications of this are rough. And obviously that means, like, I mean, I understand the people in Kanai Ward not being able to tell, like, what meat is what, but I would think that, you know, like, if you were to place a steak in front of me that wasn't from a cow, I would be able to tell that at least, not what it was necessarily, but at least that it could. Is it from a horse? Is it rabbit meat? Like, I don't know if I would be able to tell what's that, but I could at least probably tell it's not beef because I've eaten a lot of beef in my life. So, anyway, I'll think about that later. I still don't know if that's even cool. I mean, it's like, oh god. Those are the meat buns, aren't they? No! No. I think I hit on it in the sense of, like, you know, that, like, I don't have a better idea yet, and so far everything I'm seeing is just adding to that idea, and it's like, and I was also told it was easier to figure out, so... God, he's afraid of seeing the truth again. Oh, because she's one person. Oh, shut up, Coleman. I know language. No, I don't. I'm like, oh, she can be a homunculus. You're correct. But I guess, question, if those are meat buns that are people, then why aren't the guys in there eating them? Like why don't the restricted area homunculi impact the food chain and processing, I guess. Is it because they dead? Maybe they need fresher meat? Like they're not hungry for dead meat. Like homunculi that haven't been killed are fine with dead meat, but homunculi that have been killed, they need fresher meat, so they only go after the living. I don't know. And also, they've only seemed to be attacking Yuma, or at least Yuma's on the front lines, because I imagine homunculi meat wouldn't satisfy them for whatever reason, because it's artificial, which is why they wouldn't go after Kurumi, so she'd be relatively safe. Presumably, that could easily be challenged with, you know, if one guy lunges at her, but I haven't noticed any do that. They only seem to lunge after Yuma so far. Okay. I thought they'd be making something horrible. What? Oh god, she's hungry. No. God.
肉まんなんでこんなところでだってここは立ち入り禁止区域の中だよ
Oh god. There do tours? They do tours?
なんだあんな世のアナウンスか
So like great factory.
安全で安心な食料を
Oh
カナイク
god.
の人々に供給するため
I might have seen someone make a Soylent Green reference to Raincode actually, but I might probably dismissed it because I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, but I do think that came to mind when... Like, I feel like it's, at this point, it's not even, even though it might have been spoiled, I don't think it's too reasonable a leap, or too unreasonable a leap, just because it's like maybe figuring out the meat puns at the time I did was a bit unreasonable, but like, you know, we see the homunculi are immortal, the characters from Kanai Ward that died are here, still moving, so it's like, they eat flesh, human flesh. Oh, the Kanai meat ward buns are popular, like that, yeah, remembering that detail before this was, oh hi. I do not think they managed to outdo Danganronpa because I think the change to the format definitely allows some neat stuff that you can't like. The last chapter was really cool, I think, so I think they do allows for some neat stuff. But I think the biggest issue, like basically, what a strength to Danganronpa's format, because it's 16 characters trapped in one location. You spend a lot of time with those characters. And in this game, I think, like, there's a lot of, like, chapter-specific characters who come in and to die, basically, and so it's kind of harder to get invested in the individual murders in the same way with Danganronpa, because, like, you know, with, you know, like, I think a good comparison, like, because last chapter I was reminded of, the Danganronpa Chapter 2 one with Komaeda and Nanami, but, you know, like, in this game, the characters involved were around, but they kind of weren't really major until that chapter, where Komaeda and Nanami have, like, presence pretty much from the especially Komaeda from the beginning of the game. Like, in Chapter 4, you literally have a section where you play as Komaeda. So when he's involved in Chapter 5, it's the culmination of everything that's come before. When the characters who are involved in Chapter 4 of this game come into focus, it's like, okay, these characters are finally getting focus after just being around the whole game. So I think, like, I think this game is good, but I think, you know, there's some advantages to the format over Danganronpa, in particular, murders that can't really be done in Danganronpa, so some of the mysteries are neat. But I definitely think as far as, like, me getting attached to the characters, like, it's definitely, got on a bit of a back foot compared to Danganronpa for me, so, yeah. Anyway, you just walked in on me, like, I'm learning some of the big twists of the final chapters, so some of the big, you know, twists of the game I've just kind of, the characters I haven't realized yet, but I did. I think, I'm sorry, I hope I'm wrong, I hope it's less horrifying than the conclusions that I've come to, but we'll see. Because there's definitely a question that doesn't make sense that I brought up, and I gave a long shot. Anyway, the people of Kanai Ward aren't people, they're homunculi, which are artificial humans that artificial beings that eat human flesh, and are immortal. So the victims of the case have all been, of the previous cases have all been seen here from Kanai Ward, and they're zombies basically, and the meat buns that are popular in Kanai Ward are probably made from human flesh of people that are being kidnapped worldwide to feed the homunculi of Kanai Ward. It's fucked. It's horrifying. That's what I think's happening. That's where my current theory is right now. But it answers too many questions to be wrong, I think. But the characters do not know nearly as much yet. So anyway. But yeah, I'm sure there's people who like this game more than Danganronpa. I'm just not sure what it is about this game that specifically that puts it above Danganronpa for them. Oh god. I like your reaction to this very horrific, like, systemic cannibalism and mass murder for the sake of artificial beings. And your response is just like, that'll make sense. Yeah. Seems legit. Yeah, that is a person. They ate a person just now. Wait. Here, part of the tour? They're partial to fresh food. Hi, Tanya. I'm learning what's going on about the mass systemic cannibalism of Kanai Ward, which is horrific. Oh my god, Shinigami's gonna make jokes about Kurubi being into Yuma, but no, she just wants your flesh. She wants you on a dinner plate. Sound, because they, that's an interesting use of the key, actually. Because I'm not in the labyrinth, but I'm still using the information from the keys I've been gathering in this investigation. So, he's just chilling. Yeah, I'm a pad, cool. Oh god, he's got meat buns. I only find it better than Danganronpa 1. That's fair. Danganronpa is definitely it's my least favorite of the main trilogy. I think I like Viva 3 and then Danganronpa 2 better, but I don't know, for me also Danganronpa 1 was such an important experience in my life period that I kind of give a lot of, weight to take Danganronpa 1, I think, that maybe other people might not. That's understandable. Yeah, that's. Do I know this person? They look like they were a fucking child. No, maybe not. Maybe the pants are just missing. That looks. Wait, what the fuck? The Suhiko was child sized. I was like looking at the. That's. No way. Yeah, but why? Okay, because I don't think Tetsuhiko got killed. Especially so in ceremonies like that, but my question is like, why did Makoto fucking take Tetsuhiko's clothes and put them on a... Yeah. Okay, no, this tour guide is very specifically, like, tuned to them specifically. Okay, I was gonna say, like, they give tours here? It's like, no, okay, they're just being actively fucked with, so Makoto's a piece of shit. Is the revelation there, which, not really much of a revelation, frankly. I wonder if the character voice, like, obviously the voice actor sounds like a woman, but I'm wondering if it's, like, it seems, I don't know, I'm imagining Makoto, Oh, DR3 about Truth is personally probably my least favorite. I just like, I definitely think cast wise, it's like I like V3. I think cast wise, it's a bit you know, I like it a bit less than the first game. And maybe even Trials wise too. But I think the big picture and what it like contributes to the franchise, like idea wise, and the way it responds to the franchise, I think is really interesting. And I like it a lot. Like it was a pretty small part of my more recent Danganronpa video, but I do think it was honestly a very important part of that video. Like I remember when I gave the script to Nun MG, he said, I think one point of praise he gave to the script was that he liked how well I argued for V3, even though it was such a small part of the video. Because I don't know, I think I established the ideas well enough in the majority of the video that when I bring up V3, that like everything the game is saying is already pretty clear. And I also talked about V3 already in my previous video, so I didn't feel the need to belabor it. Ulcer Despair Girls is definitely my least favorite of the, I guess, major Danganronpa games, because like I really like what it does for Komaru and Fukoa, but like some of the other characters and some of the ways it frames, especially like the abuse, is really weird, and I still haven't unpacked that. And also I just don't really care for the gameplay like much at all. It's a little on the weak side for me, even though I do like what it does well. I do really like. I mean, yeah, they're really good though. Because yeah, V3. Oh yeah, and the anime is obviously my least favorite, but it's like I don't hate it anymore. I used to really hate it, but watching it with Math was, it's like, no, you know what? There's stuff. There's aspects about it I absolutely don't like, but there's some good stuff there for sure. And yeah, money and time, like I was just talking earlier about how I had a ridiculous idea with, when I'm in a Steam family, and the idea of like justifying the purchases that we've made by mutually, like collectively beating every game in the library. And I actually did randomly, I like used a random number, I already have all the games in like an Excel spreadsheet, and I just used a random number generator just to see what would happen. And I did play 2 games. One of them was like a sandbox game that doesn't really have a goal anyway, so it can't really be beaten. I did play it a little bit until it crashed like twice, and I was like, okay, I think I'm done with this one. The other one was a puzzle game that was like really cheap, and it was like broken, so I literally couldn't even like I couldn't beat it. Like I looked at the discussion thread, and someone was like, yeah, this game, like these 2 puzzles literally can't even be solved. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not good. And I tried to like select the level, and it just wouldn't let me. It just went to loading screen, and it's like this game is like fucking 3 megabytes. How is it taking forever to load? So it's just like, it's just broken. So yeah, beating games and buying games that you never play is like, I really hate. I don't like wasting my money like that. So yeah, if you don't have don't want to or aren't able to make the time to play it, then yeah. Oh, you can't have a Steam family? Yeah, I think if Steam found out about our Steam family, they'd probably... Oh, I think... Oh, that's right. I think, yeah, you have to be in the same region, at least. But technically, you're supposed to have the same IP address, but I think for the beta Steam family, I don't know if they'd probably break up our Steam family if they, looked close enough. But, we're not gonna make stink about it. Oh, sharing. Yeah, I don't know. I just like the idea of the Steam family. I feel like... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the end result is probably just less money for Steam, but I don't know. I just like having so many games and having so much access. So I'm gonna not tell Steam that we're in an illegal family.
じゃあやっぱりこの死体って
I don't believe he's dead.
もともと辺境の一都市に過ぎなかったカナイクはアマテラス社が拠点
I
を
mean,
置いた
maybe,
こと
but
で
like,
発展
it
した
just seems weird. And also, only some of his clothes too, right? Like, why would his pants arbitrarily be missing, right?
そして今から
I mean,
遡る
they're kind of
10
torn
年
up,
前
but I don't think they
ア
would
マ
have
テ
been
ラス社は
completely
ホムンクルスの
destroyed.
研究に着手
Oh, so 10 years ago?
極秘の研究
So they're not
だけどアマテラス的に
that
は
old,
超
I guess, the
最
characters. No, the Metal Choir Nuns and Homunculus!
依頼主は統一政府多額
My
の
beloved.
出資で研究的には超政府
UG.
なんか韻踏んでない？ふざけてるよね。
デスヒコ君らしい文章だけど、書いてあることは大真面目だよ。
ねえ、なんて書いてあったの？
やっぱりアマテラス社はホムンクルス
Unified government. Okay, okay.
その出資元は
Wait.
統一政府だった。
I guess they were looking for immortality.
統一政府がアマテラス社に
Well, I had the idea that if like,
を依頼していたの？
because you know Makoto is a similar height to Yuma, he has the Ahoge, so I'm like, oh, is Makoto a homunculus of Yuma? So that would mean that all of the culprits are, or all the everyone in Kanai Ward is like a clone of someone in the real world, basically. So yeah, maybe they like hypothetically like, okay, rich people turn themselves like make homunculus clones of themselves, download their brains into the homunculus, and become immortal. Basically, is the idea. But obviously, there's kinks to work out. Thus the human experimentation. And
統一政府はアマテラス社に弱みを握られていた。だったら
and they still need like it's basically Promised Neverland. They're creating the demons from Promised Neverland.
それにしても統一政府まで絡んでくるなんて本当に世界規模の事態になってきたね。
Yeah, because I was thinking that like yeah, games you would have bought if Steam Share was still active. So, or I just thought about how like with the family, for instance, it's like, you know, instead of like 3 people buying the same game 3 times, the single player game, instead they could buy 3 different games with that same money, and everyone can still now play the same. They can all play the one game that they all would have bought. Like I don't know, but obviously it's better for Steam to buy for everyone to buy 9 games instead. But I'm just thinking like with the amount of if you help, yeah, because obviously people don't spend money in that way. But I don't know. I just pirate stuff at the end of the day anyway. Steam's just a convenient platform for PC games specifically. So yeah.
現在ホムンクルス研究について判明しているのは
Human beings are created from human
人間を
cells.
丸ごと作るってことだけだ。
What does that mean?
ベースとなる人間の DNA を採取し
Oh, they okay, yep, there's base humans. That's what I was getting at with the clone idea. So, okay.
クローンと違って胎児から成長させる必要はなく
Oh, they're not clones because they're okay. Genetic data from the time of collection is replicated, so that's why their research only started 10 years ago. But they'd be the same age basically. So that I guess part of me is like that shoots the Makoto being a homunculus of Yuma theory, but also it's like I feel like there's something else there. Because Yuma's also a weird existence in himself, right? Because he doesn't have memory. Thanks, Shinigami. Well, that I don't know that should be the picture for Desuhiko's letter, but okay. Yes, that's an issue with the Steam family, is that you do have to buy the same game if you want to play it together or at the same time. Like, for example, 100 Line I have from the Steam family because of Nun. MG, he bought it. But if he were to be playing it at the same time that I would like want to stream, then I couldn't stream it, for example. Actually ran into an issue trying to play Helldivers, where Vinny was using his copy, Nun was using my copy, but I couldn't just use Luna's copy, which was weird. And so what had to happen is MG. I think they fixed it so that you can change preferred copy, but basically Nun had to leave the game. Then I had to go in with my copy, and then he would go with Luna's copy, and then we all 3 of us could play Helldivers too. It was weird. Yeah, if there's like one shoe, like he was walking around with a shirt, a jacket, and no pants, no underwear, no backpack, and 1 shoe. Yeah, like I don't believe it. Go. That is. I don't recognize that clothing from here. Nope, I don't recognize it. Nope, that's a Amapal thing. They're kind of cute. her death fascination.
群がっていた場所に何か落ちてる。
That is, oh, that's Holoron?
この服、まさか原田さん。
ああ、ムーさん、あれだけ警告しておいたのに、またお仲間が食べられてしまったようで、どんなに腕に覚えがあっても、所詮数の暴力の前では無力です。
違う、そんなわけない。
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, no, Holoron and Vivia especially wouldn't really be at risk unless they were, like, planted here while unconscious and had no ability to defend themselves. But, they, obviously, Tetsuhiko did an investigation. Holoron, yeah, like, this is just, I feel like maybe it's a way for... Is it Makoto trying to give Yuma motivation somehow? Like, this all feels, like, so, like, contrived, right? Like, okay, all of Yuma's very competent friends are dead. He's somehow alive. He was with Kurumi, and, like, you know, the tour guide's, like, you know, again, he could have just killed them if he wanted to, but he wants Yuma to figure it out? So, I don't know.
どうやら同じ規模の研究機関をもう一つ統一政府の管轄下に作っていたらしい。
Another
同じ
research
研究
facility.
を進める2つの組織を互いに競わ
Okay.
せ、
Competition
研究の
to
促進を試
further.
みるつもりだったようだ。
Okay.
当然のごとく2つの研究機関はライバル関係になった。その競争が激化するに従い、やがて成果のために手段を問わなくなる。アマテラス社は平然と人体実験を始めたが、なかなか成果には結びつかなかった。一方で統一政府管轄の研究機関も違法すれすれの手段で DNA の採取を始めていた。特に優秀な人間の DNA が求められた。もちろん人工細胞の核に
I mean, if I was gonna pick a superior specimen,
原田さんもここまで調査を進めていたのか。
I'd maybe pick the superhuman detectives with superpowers. Like if Publikis in particular was like hers seems to be like it's a blood lineage, right? Like it runs in her family, right? So that thus there is a established connection between Detective Fortes and Forensic Fortes, excuse me, and DNA.
ねえ、ユーマくん、服の下に何か落ちてない？
これ
Which is funny because I remember actually delving in this in my Danganronpa fanfic, but because like in Danganronpa 2, they talk about how they were able to turn Hinata, a person without talent, into Kamakura Izuru, a person with all of the talent. And I remember having the thought of like basically that sort of implies that having talent, being an ultimate, is a sort of like it's something biological because you could do it if you could do it artificially, I guess, like with brain surgery basically. So I literally framed it where it's like I think that I had a program that basically like scanned the brains of people and and so it's like because there's neurologists who worked at Hope Speak and stuff, and I sort of did a thing with that where I basically unpacking that and what that sort of means, I guess.
おまけに記憶までなくしているらしいじゃないですか。一体何があなたにここまでさせるの
The
でしょう。
truth, baby. Yuma's after the truth.
仲間との絆？それともただ周りに流されてるだけ？
僕のことを知っているのか。
You're slow on the uptake.
お前の目
Yuma.
的は何だ？
あなたこそ何が目的ですか？
I mean, yeah, he's also in the shit. I have a nice, objective, safe viewpoint from the outside.
そんなの今までだって何度も自問自答してきたけど結局わからなかった。謎を解く理由なんてわからない。それでも真実を暴いたおかげで救われた人だ。
真実を暴くことが必ずしも救いにはならない。
That's true, especially the last two trials, as pointed out. Is everything about... I mean, I think that's kind of inherent to the mystery genre, in a sense, because, like, if you're trying to unravel a mystery, you're inherently trying to find some sort of truth, right? Even though truth in itself is pretty complicated. This game I'd say is more about justice, in a sense, because of like the mechanic of him, like when he finds the truth, like that's part of it for sure. But when they die, and like what they're unpacking is right, yeah, why does he seek the truth, right? He doesn't want anyone to suffer because the truth won't exposed. But what's gonna get turned on him probably is the fact that when he exposes the truth, someone dies, right? Like based on the mystery labyrinth. Yeah. Prayer. Interesting. As for 100 line, I don't know. I haven't played it. I know some vague things, a teeny bit of spoilers. I will be playing it because I'm gonna finish this game in a week or two apparently. Minimum probably 2 more streams. Like if I do one for investigation, one for trial, then I'll do one for the Gabs and the Yako side stuff, and maybe maybe 2 more depending on how long there's other side stuff too. Then I will do Ace Attorney 2 because it's been a while and I don't want to, not that I'd forget, but I just don't want to be away from it too longer than I already have been. Then I'll do 100 line and see what the fuck that's about. But yeah, as far as I guess, you'll be starting 100 line soon. Nice. I hope you enjoy it because it sounds crazy. But I guess as far as to like the justice if they can't get away with this, like that's definitely inherent to the mechanic. But with the last 2 trials, it's like the culprit dying as a result of finding the truth doesn't actually solve this, help make anything about the situation better. And then in trial 2 especially, where it's like they're children, right? Like the characters were literally high school girls who decided to kill one of their classmates who murdered and hid a crime of their own, right? Like it was a vengeful killing that, right, they probably shouldn't have gotten away with it, but is death the proper response to that? So and I guess we'll see what the answer of the game comes to soon. Yeah, no, that's DLC and stuff. I don't know about if you're talking about 100 line. I'm not sure because I just have the one that I have. But yeah, no, that's like I was actually looking at. So I mentioned rolling random Steam games in our library to play one. And one I actually rolled that I kind of like ignored was one of the Ninja Gaiden Sigma games, or one because we have the Ninja Gaiden Collection Trilogy on Steam, which is the 3D games from the 2000s. But I was like, I don't want to play a whole franchise right now, but when I was looking into it, there's literally like 4 or 5 versions of these games. Some of these, the 3D ones especially, and it's like Jesus Christ. Because there's Ninja Gaiden 2004, Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and there's maybe one more version of that game basically. And so like finding which one's the best one. Like in this case, I'm just gonna play the one that I have. But oh hello, is that the Zilch was Amaterasu native? Okay. So he's someone who, well, that's right, they're also clones of people from the outside, so wait, no, but it was just a hat. I mean, or he's being taunted. Oh, not about 100 line. Okay, yeah, no. That's also kind of what my video, the adaptations and the best remakes and the best experience possible is about, where it's like with Persona, I talk about Persona 3, and it's how it's like, man, like they're all these like there's reasons to play Reload over Portable over Fez and vice versa, so it's like the Assassin Disguise is still sure, thank you, but because they did he have a forte? No, I don't think it didn't matter, rather. Because he communed with the animals or something. That's right. So it's a forte he could have lied about because it didn't matter. That's right.
正確には
Kanai Horan off that dark evil zombie pack. Okay, yeah, him and disguised as Zilch. Yes, it's been a while.
お腹空いてないのかな。
俺は
Okay.
ヨミ様に雇われた
喋ってる。
カナイ君に近づく者を殺せと。
Right, so to kill, yeah, to keep Kanai Ward isolationist, basically. Hey, buddy.
僕のこと覚えてますか？
Is it because I wonder what the
ヨミ
because the other
ですね。
well, okay, hold on, let me think. Yeah, so because the girls only died from Shinigami, like Zilch, fake Zilch rather.
違います。僕はユーマです。
So it's not that. I guess he just arbitrarily has more of his mental faculties, and it has nothing to do with the way that he died. Because I was like, oh, maybe the Shachi from chapter 3, he died twice. He was shot in the head,
まさか
and he didn't die twice. It was died more violently, I guess.
ヨミ様も
But
お好きですね。
ダメだ。話が通じない。僕をヨミーだと思い込んでる。
だったらそれを利用して情報を聞き出してみれば。
Yomi impersonation.
そっか。ヨミじゃなくて、僕について知ってることを教えてほしいんだ。
ヨミ様が保安部長
5 years ago, so he was in power for longer than Makoto, but
確かあの頃は
I'm assuming that they have fabricated memories from beforehand, because I'm curious as to what would happen if humans started interrogating everybody about
仮面野郎もカナイ
pre 10
君
years ago.
がいなくて俺も仕事がやりやすい環境でした。
Yeah, because Makoto hadn't been created yet.
あなたのそっ
But he would have been created to be the CEO, basically, so...
懐かしい。
質問に答えてるのこれ。微妙に噛み合ってなくない？
Oh, the killers are generally very smart. Yeah, that's true. Like, especially because Yuma keeps getting caught in situations where it can't really investigate. I mean, because definitely part of it is also the peacekeepers being active hindrances to the investigations, right? Because like, you know, they're not given, like, Yuma's not given the chance to investigate aside from his Shinigami hacks. I mean, generally, because obviously I think chapter 3 is the exception there because he would have been caught no matter what. The blank week mystery. I don't remember the blank week mystery. Thank you. Because that's pretty, you know, that feels like a very much like, oh, blank week in their memories, right? Where they were probably where Kanai War was formed, and thus they have memories before that because those are fabricated, and then blank week mystery, and then they're part of Kanai Ward, and that's when they were born, basically. So. Maybe something like that. That would fit the narrative. Yeah, but
俺が殺したんですけどこれ笑うところですよ。
確か夜行所長の奥さんも研究所の裏取引を告発しようとして殺されたんだよ。やっぱりそういうことだったのか。
Noted. I'm curious. Man, this labyrinth's gonna be wild. It'll still be fun seeing it all come together, I think.
立ち入り禁止区域。ああ、ウエスカ博士の研究所があるところで。
いや、ウエスカ博士の研究所は
Oh, did they have another lab?
確かに。
そうそう、ウエスカ博士の研究所だ。
But he wasn't
立ち
going.
入り禁止
The
区域
research.
の中に。ウエスカ博士はライバル研究所を出し抜く。
And that was put on hold.
そこで3年くらい前に
So was Weska Did they have a homunculus? I don't... What? Was he a homunculus doing homunculus research? Or was he... Maybe he was trying to escape because he was actually a person? Maybe? Like, I'm just, like, again, this whole situation is contrived to give Yuma information. So I'm just, like, wondering what the, like, I'm wondering if there's a bigger picture going on. Because, like, obviously with Danganronpa, like, the murder in the at the end of the first game was the first, mystery, and then the second mystery was figuring out the apocalypse, and then, of course, was, what do they do now? So this game, it's like, yeah, there's the mystery of Kanai Ward, but then there's like, what do you do after that, right? So, because yeah, there's like the war, the global government, unified government, UG, I think, yeah. And then there's Amaterasu. But Amaterasu seems to mostly be made up of homunculuses, so it's like homunculi. So this is hurting my head. Okay. So that was okay. That wasn't 10 years ago. That when the homunculus research started, that was.
今わかるのはその言葉とそれがカナイクで禁句になっているってことだ。
空白の1週間事件について知ってるんですか？
You won't talk. No one talks about the Blank Week mystery. I feel like Kudrumi would be the only source they have there.
いつでしたっけ? そうそう。
What is he, an NPC in a video game? That's I mean, obviously I always compare things to One Piece because I can't help myself, but like, the Void Century happened and the world government took power, like came into existence at the very right at the end of the Void Century. And it's like, that's suspicious. And now it's like, oh yes, the Blank Week happened, and at the end of it, Makoto was the CEO of Amaterasu and the leader of the Kanai Ward. It's like, that's suspicious. But then that, you know, him being the mastermind doesn't explain his motives with Yuma, right? So, like, does he hate it all? Oh, he wanted the homunculus research. That was the research quest he shut down from West. Okay. Does he? Would he? I mean, if anyone knows about like the nature of Kanai Ward as homunculi, it would probably be Makoto, right? So, Is this a long investigation? Because I can see we've only got like 4 keys. I feel like maybe 5. I can feel like we haven't found Fubuki or Vivia's bodies yet. So, I can see it being quite a long investigation. Interesting. Yeah, I think the conflicting homunculi. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think I was gonna mention. I'm curious because I remember in Battle Angel Alita there was the high class of people who are like in an upper city, like the elites basically, were they had an existential truth to them as well, where they were actually like cyborgs and their chips were little brains in their head, and upon learning this, basically, most of them just go insane and kill themselves. So I'm just thinking about like what's gonna be the fallout of everyone learning their nature as homunculi, basically.
この話、くるみちゃんにはまだ聞いてなかったな。カナイクでは禁句らしいけど、彼女なら。
Yeah, Kurumi would be the first one I'd want to ask. 3 hours at most. Okay, that's fine. I'll probably get a little snack here in a minute just to, Oh boy. Okay, there's a couple keys. That's good. Let's find, as Shinigami, so... Oh, yeah. They're not interested in her because she's a homunculus, goofball. See, he's recognized that the dead people are homunculi, but he hasn't put it together that, like... Okay, so everyone who happened to die in the last, like, week or two just happened to be a homunculi, right? Or homunculus. That, you know, just by coincidence. Kurumi's not homunculus, though. If she died, she would be normal. There's Vivia, looks like. Or, no, she thinks it's Kurumi. What does flat meat even mean, Shinigami? What are you talking about? Gab? 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 I don't mind. I like it. Okay. Man, I was just thinking about the immortality thing, like, because you don't really get to choose your age, right? So, like, the kids have been kids for 10 years. The old people have been... Imagine being old for 10 years. You're just, like, I mean, lots of people are, but just saying, no getting worse, I mean, I guess that's fine, no getting worse. But, I don't know, just having to deal with, like, having a bad back for just the rest of your existence, it's like, ooh. Yeah, he's fine. They're all fine. They're gonna have a big dumb hero moment where they come in and be like, yeah, we're the sexy detectives. That's what they're called. Yep, there it is. Military applications of homunculi. Just now we're having just proxy homunculi wars. But it failed, of course. So what if they're immortal? Because if they need human flesh to... Again, I guess they just lose their mental faculties. Because in theory... Summer handicaps and blindfolds today. Everything is repaired and they're... Yeah, but... So okay, so yeah. Yeah, the losing of mental faculties probably happens from starvation rather than the death. Okay. But obviously the fake zilch and seem to be more okay. It only takes 1 day. That's why they take the corpses so quickly. Because if someone died and their body wasn't found, then they just wake up the next day. Can you imagine if Kodaka really pulled this out? Just off-screened all your friends? I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. That did happen in Chapter 0. That's true. But I just, like, I don't know. Like, maybe he just has this big character moment where he's like, you know, his outlook on life has changed because of the Yako's murder of Huesca, and then it's like, no, he's just dead. Bye, idiot. He got what he wanted. He's free from the pain of existence. Okay, so they basically get reborn because, yeah, so yeah, that's what the fake memories are, their original memories. So yeah, they basically, anyone who moved into Kanai Ward, they basically took the DNA of, created a homunculus, and then probably killed the original. or in some cases, if their original was like a powerful person who knew about the Kanai ward thing, they just keep their distance. So, yeah, actually, okay, wait, hold on. There are many unknowns about, because I guess that's the thing is, because, yeah, okay, so this is just talking about the formation of the homunculus, but when they die and, because, yeah, once they stop aging, their bodies stop growing, those have already stopped growing, maintain that state. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so they I don't know, I'm just thinking about how that works with the memories, because Zilch, yeah, has memories that seem to be past his, like, existence, right? Like he met Yomi. So either those are fabricated, or, like, wait, was that the blank week mystery? Did they just murder everybody and turn them into homunculi? And the city's just been stagnant for the last 3 years because, oh my god. And nobody noticed that none of the kids were growing up, or, like, they were still in high school after 3 years? Like, no, there's gotta be... No one's dying of old age. Can Kurumi bleed? Oh, you didn't believe it for a second either. Okay, gotcha. Bye! Spooky zombie. Shuffling off. Anyway, we still have Fubuki's body to find. Gab, 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 Gab. Gab, no Gab. Gab, Gab. No Gab. Okay. Alright. Because I still have 2 more, I think. Fubuki's and... was it Holorose? Or Vivia's? I forget which one I was. No, maybe there was 3. I don't know. I wasn't count. It's been a while since I got one, I feel like. Blue lights? Blue gas? Green herb? I understand that reference. Oh, this is torn the fuck open. Dude, it looks like a car was driven through it? Or truck, rather. Gab in the corner? Gab in the corner? Okay. Go in. Okie doke. Okay. Oh, so now it's World's End Club. See, this is what I wish the game had done more of, with the fixed perspective. I mean, this isn't... I don't know, I feel like this one could be a little better, like... Oh, nope, I can't go. See? I don't know. But it's something different. That's cool. Stand out. I guess, is it because of the Resident Evil? They just made a Resident Evil reference, so now they're doing a fixed camera? Okay. Oh, it's Wesker. Okay. He's just... Is he just gonna talk normally? But he, yeah, that's right, because he can read lips. Oh, that's right, he had bad hearing. So how does that affect him as a, because yeah, they mentioned handicaps are possible for homunculi. So... But homunculi act on sound, so he's functionally like, yeah, his... interesting.
ホムンクルス君はなぜ我が人生のおでんについて知っ
わ、普通に喋った。
きっとホムンクルスっていう単語に反応したんだ。完全に記憶が失われてるわけじゃないんだよ。博士、ホムンクルスの研究はどうなったんですか？
嫌な思い出だ。
Because, yeah, Makoto canceled it,
ア
but...
マテラス社における我がホムンクルス研究は
Because, yeah, the unified government presumably... Well, because, yeah, I would imagine if anyone's going to replace all of Amaterasu or all of Kanai Ward with immortal people, I guess it would have been Amaterasu, right? During the 1 week.
ホムンクルス実験場だ。
この先にホムンクルス実験場があるんですか？それが
Oh
本
boy.
当の秘密の研究所なんですね。
我々は焦っていた。いかなる手段を用いてでも先に研究を完成させる必要があった。君も私のやり方を批判するつもりかね。
I mean, he did mention his methods of human experimentation and just being unethical in general. Or that came up rather. He didn't. I don't think he mentioned it, but...
ホムンクルスを完成させ、統一政府を黙らせるには
But yeah, are they truly... No, yeah, I guess, like, again, they live, but they don't have to keep their mental faculties unless they eat, I assume, so yeah.
研究所付近の村を丸ごと買い取り、その一帯を立ち入り禁止区域とした。そして、いよいよ3
It's okay. Yuma didn't kill anyone. Because they're all still alive. They're immortals anyway. I hope they don't use that to sidestep the question, frankly. Nobody really died. It's all sunshines and rainbows. Except for all the people who were kidnapped and horrifically turned into meat buns. God, they gave you an achievement for eating a meat bun. They fucking let you know. Like, yeah, you ate a person. Wait, what was the achievement's name? Hold on, I'm curious. Give me 2 seconds. Global achievements. Yep, hot and steamy. Ate a meat bun, a Kanai Ward specialty. So, there's the cannibalism achievements.
教えてくれ。教えて。ああ、もういいところで壊れるんだから、叩けば治るかな。
It reminds me of the one, I think it's in Nier Automata, where there's like an achievement for looking up 2B's skirt or something like that. I remember hearing about someone who literally tried to avoid it, but they still ended up getting it. So, you know, like achievements that are like, hey, you fucked up, or we know what you did. Alright. Kurumi's gonna find her birthplace. Because I assume she went ahead, but why would she go ahead without Yuma, right?
一旦今までに分かったホムンクルス関係の情報をまとめてみようか。
いいよ、俺様ちゃんが聞いてあげる。
10年ほど前、アマテラス社は統一政府からの依頼でホムンクルスの研究を始めた。
You know what? Is Yuma a bad cook objectively? Because I'm wondering, like, no, I guess, yeah, the homunculi probably have no problem eating regular food. It just doesn't give them the same sustenance as human flesh, so... Because I was just thinking about when Yuma cooks for Yako, and if Yako's also homunculus, then that means, like, oh, is it like Tokyo Ghoul, where anything that isn't human flesh tastes like like, you know, how did he describe? He described cake as like basically a sponge. Like it's the just I don't know. It was really fun reading the early Tokyo Ghoul manga because it's like he's talking about the food he's eating as though it's he's like a food reviewer, almost like a food blogger. But it's just like negative, like he's just describing everything as like tasting just horrendous and awful. And it's just I just remember finding the descriptions pretty funny.
ホムンクルス研究を中止させてしまったらしい。結果的にホムンクルスはカナイクの都市伝説と化した。
Okay.
で3年後の今、保安部の横暴で荒れ果てたカナイクに俺様ちゃんとご主人様が降り立ったってわけだね。
Silly little idiot. Okay.
また頑丈そうなシャッターがめちゃくちゃにぶっ壊されてる。
Okay. These are the birthing pods, I assume. This room's huge, it looks like. Yako, no!
死神ちゃん、今声がしなかった。
あ、そう？風の音じゃない？
Oh, it's all chapter 0 characters? That's so funny. Oh, the emote, the Steam emotes. And they're not even just that no one will use because they're Steam emotes, but no one will like even remember because they're Steam emotes for characters that no one cares about. Like if you play the game, it's like, oh yeah, that character. Like there's I don't even remember her name anymore, but the one with the headphones who I thought was cute because she blushed once and then she died perfectly with all the other characters. Wait, whoa! They're outside of Kanai Ward. Holy shit, the sun. Whoa, okay. Is all of Kanai Ward on the ocean? Is it all fake? Is that where they get the endless water for the endless rain, but it's not salty? Or what is going on? What is this city? What is this world? Pucci, thank you. Biggest Pucci fan in Shambles.
まただ、また声が聞こえた。やっぱ
本当に？まさかご主人様もバグってない？とうとう幻聴まで。かわいそうなご主人様。
幻聴じゃないよ。本当に声がするんだって。
Yeah, see, I probably forgot Zilch being a fake assassin because it felt like kind of tacked on, but in retrospect, it was obviously like tacked on there, because oh wait, no, that what? Who the fuck are you?
この人もちゃんと喋れるんだね。でも誰だっけ？
いや、会ったことない。初めて見る顔だよ。
ご主人様を呼んだのはこの人？
いや、そうじゃないと思う。僕はユーマと言います。あなたは？
何？私を知らない？
Is he the original Leska? I mean, he's saying, "Oh, you must live in the boonies," but he's covered in literal. No, it's dirt. But what? Okay, the former CEO. Okay.
席を譲った。もしかして誠家具土にですか？
おや、誠の知り合いかね。
Who are you?
失礼した。
He's at the chapter 0 thing. That's pretty funny, actually. I like that. I guess I could have done that because they all have the official artwork, and I think it was even pointed out where there's that one like character from the last chapter, the scientist guy, who like there's a piece of art that frames him as really important when he's not at all. He just happens to have a unique design, I guess. So he's just been living here covered in in dirt, and I don't know why I don't want to say he's covered in little shit, but because I would assume that he's actually human, but then that still brings up like how has he been living here? So it probably is a homunculus as well. Was he a previous like are there different versions of homunculi like software?
私も何が起きたのかよくわからんのだ。だが、いろんな情報を踏まえて考えれば想像はつく。当時、統一政府がカナイクを占領しようと画策していた
Did Amaterasu sort of lose the research Cold War and unified government? Replace them all with homunculi? That seems odd.
統一政府がカナイクを
The chapter 3 villains still crack me up. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's true. Because they do have just such unique designs, and it's like, yeah, these guys don't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
政府がカナイクを占領するために仕組んだ陰謀だ。
でも、どうして統一政府がカナイクを
それはわからんが。さしずめ。
Okay.
アマテラッシャ
Did they steal the whole thing by replacing everybody with homunculi?
実際、一時は統一政府の計画通り、
Maybe.
カナイクは地図から抹消さ
Or
れ
did
た。
Kanai Ward make themselves homunculi as the defense against the government?
それを救ったのが我々の友人、誠かぐつちなんだ。
誠はどうやってカナイク消滅の危機を乗り切ったんですか？
彼はどこからともなくカナイクにやってくると、統一政府と独自のパイプがあるという話でな。
I mean,
もちろん期待な
if Makoto was a unified government homunculi based off of someone in the unified government, then that would be an understandable connection. So was this all masterminded by the unified government then?
すると、彼はたったの一言で交渉を片付けてしまったんだ。
たったの一言で？
彼は交渉のテーブルに着くなり、真っ先にカナイクの鎖国を宣言したんだ。意外にも統一政府はそれを受け入れ、
Yeah, this seems
互いの不干渉を
suspect
条
for
件
sure.
に交渉は終了した。おそらく
See, I guess it's interesting that like they've been building up Kanai Ward being like, you know, led by these, you know, or like, you know, like the peacekeepers, right? Like they're villains. But now it seems like they might actually just be the victims of this fucking, you know, human experimentation that had now then led to them having to kidnap lots of people to live, basically. So it's like this seems really fucked. Or to have their human sapience, I suppose. If my idea regarding the homunculi needing to eat food less to be alive and more just to keep their thoughts.
その密約の内容については誠から何も聞いてないんですか？
ああ、そういう約束だったからな。それと約束といえばもう一つ、無事に交渉が済んだら、私は彼に最高責任者の席を譲ることになってきた。
どこの誰かわからない相手に最高責任者を任せるなんて。
確かにありえない話かもしれない。だが彼がいなければカナイクは統一政府に占領され、アマテラス社も彼らの食い物にさ
So
れ
the
ていた
blank
はず
week
だ。
is Makoto protecting Kanai Ward and isolating it, but in the process of that isolation, everyone forgot their memories because they were all killed and replaced by homunculi.
カナイクを守りたかった。互いの利益が
Because yeah, there being some earlier homunculi like Makoto makes sense because otherwise, like they had to perfect the process somehow. But then again, if Makoto is indeed based off of Yuma, then because yeah, if most homunculi are based off of people who lived in Kanai Ward, and then a few others are based off of people with exceptional DNA, like master detectives. But then the question is like, then why did Makoto? Is it because he's a failed homunculi? Is that why he still ages? Maybe.
だったら彼はどうして交換条件にアマテラス社最高
And he's
責任
aging
者
super
の地位を
fast too if
望んだ
his
の
hair
で
is
しょう
that long, and he is based off because you know,
別に
but he didn't get called. He was cursed to be a manlet for his entire life.
できますよね。
だがカナイクはもはやアマテラス社そのものだからな。それに確かこうも言っていた。
Oh yeah, no, I'm seeing the marks on this guy, so he's definitely homunculus too, so he would have been replaced as well, that's right. Okay.
確かにあの研究は今にして思えば
Where's
非
Fubuki?
人道的だった
Her,
から
her dead body, question mark. we have at least that to go. Though apparently we're around halfway through the investigation, so Jesus. Because I feel like I'm getting most of, like, I feel like, but I don't know what I'm missing at this point, I guess. But maybe that's also just me, like, in-game, there's still mystery to be uncovered, I'm sure, but, that stuff that I've already kind of pieced together. But I'm still have some blank areas to figure out, too, so,
彼の指揮のもとアマテラス社は事業を広げ今では総資産は統一政府に匹敵するアマテラス万歳だな
okay. Thanks, guys, for the help.
アマテラス社の元最高責任者って確か
前の最高責任者はすでに事故死しているんだけど
ヨミの仕業ですか
あくまで僕の推測
It
だけどね
seems... So why would Yomi kill the previous CEO? Like, if anyone has... Oh, okay, because he gave it away to Makoto, okay. Because I was gonna say, if anything, like, Makoto maybe would benefit from not having a competitor, but...
この人の決断が本当に正しかったと言えるのかどうか
まああのヨミーが最高責任者になってたら町はもっとひどいことになってただろうけど
ユーマ
Yeah, in a city of immortals, like, Yuma's justice taking the form of murder does nothing, really. Like, having, you know, like, yeah, Yomi... I was just thinking about how Yomi being, like, put on trial, basically, is more effective than anything.
ってことは声の主は近くにいるのかな探してみようご主人様
I just realized, with the, Martina, she could have been killed, and then Makoto basically, like... reformed, like, or like, because if she came back to life and Makoto, like, you know, gave her food, you know, to restore her, that, like, because she was like, oh yeah, Makoto saved me, you know, he pulled me, you know, he parted me from my circumstance, and it's like, well, she could have been killed, and then she would have been fine, and then Makoto would have then basically, you know, told her that he did that, but the reality, you know, kept the reality from her, but that's something that could have happened, I guess. Because we haven't seen any of the other peacekeepers who failed, because you know, the implication with Martina, because she was like Yomi's right hand, basically, and then, oh, you failed once, I'm gonna have to kill you, I guess. So the implication there being that you know, Swank and the guy from chapter 1 whose name I forget would have been killed too, I think. But now we also understand that killing doesn't really work.
謎が残っている勇敢なご主人様は謎を求めて研究所を進んでいた見たことのない機械怪しげな装置恐ろしい
That is Shinigami. Her voice sounds really different.
しかしその時
何どうしたの急に
ご主人様探検隊シリーズだよ
I was like, who? That sounds like a different character. Who's talking?
それに勝手にシリーズものにしないでよ
もうご主人様ってばノリが悪いんだから
Hope Mega find good. It doesn't let that he was so. Oh, that's that guy. Yeah.
僕を呼んでいたのは
Oh no.
あなただったんですね
No.
夜行所長
Oh, he knew. Ignorant about so much, but
どんな形であれ僕は会えて嬉しいです僕のことわかります
also
か
when you said Mega guy, I thought about Ace Attorney too.
Yuma.
That
そう
fucker.
です僕はユーマです所長わかりますか
Ah, Yako's the fucking best.
僕にこれを
But they're also hiding him, I guess, like, because, you know, either Yuma or, you know, like, they're not showing his decrepit form, right? Like...
待ってくださいもう少し
Because yeah, he's probably less affected because it's been less time since he's died, so he... Yeah. Because obviously he's able to resist his hunger with Yuma. Well, no, I guess, yeah, the zombies were getting food, right? Like the meat buns and stuff, but they weren't regaining their mental capacity, so I'm still very much unclear about the mechanics then. Of why that, like, what? Like, do they all lose their mental faculties when they die? Or, and are they failures? Or is there something else missing in regards to restoring them, like my suggestion with Martina?
このパソコンはちゃんと動くぞ。これなら所長から受け取ったディスクを確認できるはずだ。
Okay. Let's see. Okay, is this about Huesca and his... Oh, that's right! Wait! Because if his wife was killed for whistleblowing, but she'd be a homunculus somewhere?
この記録映像を残すことは我が研究人生における最大の汚点だ。だがこれから起きる惨事を想像すると
What's going on?
重大な助けになるかもしれない。
I respect the respect they put on Yako, respectfully. Very agree.
最重要ホムンクルス実験を開始してから14時間が経過したところだ。
Because I imagine they're gonna let us figure it out in the labyrinth, even though I've already kind of figured it out.
適性のある DNA を探すための実験だったが、予想外のことが起きてしまった。ホムンクルスの製造自体には成功したものの、生まれたのは血管ホムンクルスだったんだ。
Yeah, I can see why if they're working under the mechanics that I... Okay, so they're differentiating defective homunculi and functioning. Okay. Oh, so they're defective homunculi. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, this is answering the question that I had. Okay.
以前の実験で血管ホムンクルスが死んでしまう問題が露見したが、それを改良したことが裏目に出た。
So was this video modified? Because it sounded like the voice changed, like it's almost like it was dubbed over, basically.
もうすぐそこまで来ている。いいか、血管ホムンクルスは人間を襲って骨まで食う。血も最後の一滴まで残らず飲み干す。このままでは。
So that means, yeah, Martina was not killed then, or at least she wasn't defective. So, and this is them coming to make everyone into homunculi. So, but how did they get that? How did he? How did the video? I'm just wondering how the video was found. I knew that wouldn't answer very much, but it did seem to answer something at least. You know, because you just met him. It was a failed homunculus. Because yeah, that was the human Dr. Weska, and the one we've known is oh yeah. Because yeah, I mean it did say they lose all reason, but clearly some of them don't, so they're not as effective.
Yeah. 君か。
Oh boy.
君か。
くそ、ダメか。
そもそもあの映像が作り物ってことはない？
その辺に落ちていたディスクならともかく、夜行所長がわざわざ届けてくれたものなんだ。間違いなく重要な手がかりのはずだよ。
だけど最後の方はノイズだらけで何言ってるかよくわかんなかったね。ホムンクルスの
I mean, if you had Dr. Weska, he could read his own lips.
弱点があるなら知っておきたいのに。
恩人との久々の再会はどうでしたか？そろそろ真実は手に入れられましたか？それはそうと急いで工場に戻った方 方がいいんじゃない？
Uh-oh.
くるみちゃんに危険が迫っているよ。
え？
ちょっとご主人様。
Okay.
それにしても君って本当に
I'm gonna get a snack here in a minute. I am getting hungry. But I don't want to eat a full-on lunch on stream.
何度気絶させられても犯人にされたりしても
Well, I mean, did he really? Like, okay, so it's murder in the sense of like, it removes them of their identity, right? Like they're now mindless husks, right? So he is killing them in a sense, but yeah. Well, I mean, Kanai World killed the originals, or the originals of Kanai World were killed. And then Yuma, you know, in the name of justice, removed the consciousness of the homunculi they were replaced with, so. And they know about the fucking death god. See, honestly, like, I was just thinking about, like, when Shinigami reacted to Yako seeing her, like, by being a being that can't be sensed by most people, I just imagine, like, she's got to be really terrified of those moments where her existence is acknowledged, right? Like in a stealth game, right? Like, they can't see me, then you get spotted, like, your heart reacts, right? Like, oh no, I have been spotted, right? And it surprises you, like, especially in a game that, like, Metal Gear, where it's like, zing! Like, you know, they're very, very noticeable when they make it, they make it very noticeable when you're found, right? So, I was just thinking about Shinigami, she's like, she knew about me, it's scary. Or when she was creeped out by Vivian sawing her, so, Stop making noise! Okay. Right where? So yeah, there's zombies eating. Where did it come from? Up ahead? What's it? Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't go past the Vivia body. That's right. I mean, soon there's gonna be a real, because Kurumi is a homunculus, but Makoto, I would assume. Yep. Okay.
探偵事務所で僕たちを気絶させた白い煙もお前がよこしたプレゼントから発生したもの。お前の目的は何だ？僕に何をさせるつもりなんだ？
引き続き見学ツアーをお楽しみください。
くそ。
俺様ちゃん、何度も警告したよね。あの人と関わるのはやめておいた方がいいって。
何もかも遅いよ。きっとアマテラス急行に乗った時にはもう。誠と会う運命が動き出していたんだ。
運命っていうにはあまりに仕組まれすぎてるけどね。完全犯罪レベルで。
Okay. Okay, I need something to eat. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just gonna grab a couple mozzarella sticks or something. Blue Dwarf needs food badly. That's reference if the kids didn't catch it. Okay, so is there anything in here? Actually, hold on. Look at that map. It just looks like a dead end, so there's probably a gap. Nope. Oh, this is... Wait, Fink? So not only was Fink a Kanai Ward guy, but he also died somehow? Okay. So yeah, sorry to be guys. Yeah, I can see him being optional because he could just keep going, but and maybe he'll give us a little trivia tidbit about the last trial or last labyrinth mystery.
初めから厄介な仕事だと分かっていたが、断るわけにはいかなかった。まことかぐ土の紹介だから。依頼主はそれを知らなかったようだが、そうでなければ。
So he would have refused the job if it wasn't for Makoto. So Makoto allowed for Yako's the whole what the. Okay.
ご主人様、今の話が本当だとすると、この殺し屋が所長に雇われたのは誠の差し金ってことだよね。誠は所長やヨミーの企みを知った上で、それに便乗するように手を回したってこと？
Was Makoto behind like all the murders? No, that's impossible. But like, so he used. So Yomi was using Yako to kill Huesca and cover his own ass, but then Makoto was using Yako and the detectives to get rid of Yomi. So yeah, like that's Makoto clearly has his own power in mind, right? Like maintaining his position, it seems like with the negotiation, with his hand in the murder, and yet he's also giving Yuma a trail of breadcrumbs that would presumably undo everything. So is it like the only reason I can think of is because it's Yuma? Because if they have the connection that I think they do, like maybe he thinks Yuma can run the Kanai Ward in his stead, no, yeah, definitely not all the murders. Yeah, I just got ahead of myself, but that one for sure. But I was gonna say, because I just was comparing it in my head to the Ultra Sparrows. That's Fubuki. No, she's okay. That's also look at the reflection of Shinigami in the doorway. It's really interesting because it doesn't make any physical sense at all. Like, how are we seeing the back of her in the doorway on the ground? But okay, Gab. But yeah, like basically Ultra Sparrow Girls ended with like all the kids had the helmets on. And it's like, do we, break the device, let them all go, like, how do we resolve the situation? And they just sort of decided to watch the area themselves, basically. Yeah, see, like, oh, it's a reflected door. Oh, it just, because it was reflecting what the fuck is this reflection? I thought it was, I could just see into that room because of the green. So I was like, it looks like the floor, and then I saw Shinigami. So I was like, that's a weird reflection. No, the door was reflective. I mean, still, if you look too hard at the reflections, they don't make sense, but don't worry about it. And how is an invisible? I mean, we should have been asking that. I should have been asking that since, day one, because they have been, her clothes are crazy, seeing them in this form. Then what survived the oh, because of her ability, okay. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that's good, I guess, like, constructed environmental storytelling by Makoto is like, oh yeah, her ability, she would live longer. Even, she basically until she was too exhausted and, passed out and eaten. But, she can't read? No. So that would probably be Makoto. I think so. Successful because they used Yuma's DNA, I guess? Okay, maybe. The world's greatest mind. Okay, it can't have been Yuma then, because this motherfucker's dumb.
自分の境遇を探り始めた。その結果、
I mean, again, through the player, he does figure shit out, but I'm just like, this mother, he's just so slow on the uptake sometimes. I mean, and sometimes, like, I come to things at the same time the characters do. I just have the liberty of choosing how fast I go through the game. So it seems like I'm coming to it first, and the characters didn't say it. Anyway, oh, excuse me. Currently that specimen is missing. So... Because, yeah, so now the mystery is coming on to Yuma, I guess.
でアマテラッシャは焦っていたのか。
でも肝心の成功品は行方不明だって。この町とは関係なさそうだからいいけど。にしても
Shinigami is so close to the mystery.
何者？大げさすぎじゃない？
They gotta be exaggerating. Something about it's just so funny to me. Oh, she's alive! Had some man flesh lately? Are you full? Not hungry? I mean, it probably was literally Aiko. That's how that works. No, that's true. He did. Yeah, he did. That's true. He does find the answers fast, and yeah, he does have his memories. You're right.
彼女と少し話せたんだよ。昔の愛子とは雰囲気も喋り方も。
Okay, so she. I mean, I guess she wasn't around when Yuma was talking to all the
ちゃんとお別れを言えたんだ。
but she got her closure. That's nice.
多分聞いてくれたと思う。
そっか。よかったね。僕もさっき夜行所長に会ったんだ。
所長さんに話はできたの？
Deliberately did not speak to him very much.
まともには話せなかった。でも、ここの秘密を暴くための証拠を渡してくれたよ。
そっか。所長さんらしいね。そうそう。愛子と話してて思い出したことがあったんだ。
思い出したこと？くるみちゃんが無事で本当に良かった。
Okay. What are you talking about, lady?
思い出したことって？
ね、愛子って注射がとっても苦手だったの。学校で予防注射があった時なんて。
Oh, was it?
何年か前、町でちょっと奇妙なことがあったのよ。
奇妙なことって？
カナイ区の全住民を対象にした血液検
Yep,
査
this
があ
is
ったの。しかも保安部主導の
Ask about the 1 week mystery.
参加で。
全員強制参加の
その時は伝染病の検査だって説明されて特に疑うことすらしなかったんだけど実はおじいちゃんはこの検査を受けてなかったの。保安部による強制なんて怪しいって。
But he died. I wonder if they
くるみちゃんのおじいさんって
or he went missing because during the 1 week he was like everyone in the Kanai world was probably killed and replaced with homunculi.
でね
So, but their memories would have, yeah, they lost that week of memories. So anyone who didn't get the blood test from the perspective of the homunculi basically vanished.
仲間といろいろ手を尽くしていたみたいなんだけどその直後に起きたある事件の最中におじいちゃんはいなくなっちゃった。
He is. Well, I wonder if that's the way she's like sort of built. Because I don't know. That's a way I've noticed with people who have memory issues is they tend to create a reality that fits the loss of memory, basically. Like I ran into someone at my not my current retail job, but my previous retail job, where she had she was from a local meth family, and my friend mentioned how meth usage can cause gaps in the memory, and she claimed that she'd been in a truck accident, which you know. So that in her mind, that's why she had this spotty memory. She sort of created this story. Or my grandpa had Alzheimer's, and he was brought to a retirement home here in California, and he would always say that he's on vacation, right? Like he never made the decision to go on vacation to California. He was never told that, but he's sort of like, oh, I'm in California. I don't remember why I'm here. I must be here because of my vacation, right? So with her, it's like, oh, he was caught. Like, Was that because of the blank week, or that she just, like, she didn't see him, like, he went missing, right? She didn't see him get caught. He was probably killed through some other means, or removed through, by whatever means that, you know, her original human self was also removed, so... Ah! God!
私には何も答えられないよ。
And I guess the peacekeepers was just okay with this. Fucking fascist bastards.
きっと誰に聞いても同じ答えが返ってくるはずだよ。だって誰も何も覚えていないから。
何も覚えてないって。
ある日、目が覚めると街全体が荒らされていたの。
Yeah, no, that's my little brother actually, because like he was telling me how he's like had no desire to play Pokemon because he doesn't really like it. He played it growing up with us because it was of the social aspect of it, because my mom and myself were also playing it, right? And like in Pokemon in particular, it's a very social game, right? Because you trade Pokemon. You know, like I remember we had a strategy guide, and we asked someone because we didn't know what it meant, like trade. Like, how do you evolve Graveler? It says trade. That does, and it's like, well, the obvious should have just tried trading one and see what happens. But you know, I remember us being on like we were in the mountains or something. I forget. I think it was the snow. We talked with someone who knew Pokemon, and they were able to explain it to us. And a kid our age, you know, and just like, yeah, it's a very social thing. So yeah, if you just want to play a game alone, like, you have to be, you know, that has to be your thing, right? Like, for me, I just played 2 random shitty games today. And by played, I mean, I would have beaten one of them if it was a functional game. And the other one is a sandbox thing. But I didn't play them. And, I mean, but then, yeah, I guess there was a social thing, because I literally made a Discord group for our Steam family. And I did talk about those games briefly. So yeah, there was a social thing there. Also, I'm maybe trying to see if they'll actually join in and also play the games, and so we can collectively clear the Steam library, but I don't think that's really going to happen. It's a lot of games anyway. There's 800 games that need to be marked down, and some of them have probably been already beaten. Like, I'm pretty sure MG's beaten all the Kingdom Hearts games, but he hasn't gone down the list, and, you know, it's fine. I don't mind. It's a big, ambitious thing anyway. So any attention they give to it would be nice, but I don't expect anything major to happen. I did think it might turn into a video if it did happen, but yeah, oh well. Maybe they need some sort of other incentive or drive, because it's playing a bunch of shitty games to completion is rough. Someone has to do it. I don't know. No one has to do it. It's dumb.
その間にカナイク中の時間が1週間分進んでたんだ。
寝ている間に1週間も時間が過ぎていたってこと。
It's not when you were asleep. It was when you were born.
なんだけど、はっきりしたことは何もわからなかった。起きて街が荒らされていた時、カナイクのみんなはそんなことに気づきもしなかった。
Yeah, because of everyone coming, the peacekeepers coming through, rounding up literally everybody and killing them.
自分たちだけ1週間の空白があったことを知ったの。でもその後すぐにカナイクの鎖国が始まっちゃって、詳しい検証をすることもできなくて、結局うやむやのままみんなの記憶から忘れ去られていった。
Since things just resumed, everyone just forgot about it. Oh, on your own account? I mean, so there's actually over 1,000 like entries, but I did cull through it, and because I used I have a Microsoft Power Toys, and I have another one that basically it's like you select text on the screen. I mostly use it for pulling like kanji. Like if I was playing this game in Japanese, you could either use a text hooker, but if you can't hook text hook to a game, then what I'd do is I'd hit can I do it actually? I wonder if I don't know if you guys can. Oh no, that didn't work. Nope, never mind. Oh, okay, there it is. So yeah, if you guys, nope, I don't know if you even see it honestly, but nope, yeah, there was yeah, maybe you did. There was a little pop-up there, but it was basically that's it. I could have selected text on the screen and it would copy it. So I basically went through my whole Steam library, copied all the text, put it into a Word document, culled through that. I got rid of a bunch of like development tools, dedicated servers, stuff like that. That's not actually games, and then there was a lot of typos too. Then I sorted it alphabetically, which you could do in an Excel document, and then I would occasionally look through it again and realize, oh, that doesn't belong there. Like remakes, I didn't like. We have Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition and Dark Souls Remastered. Like they're the same game, you know, so it doesn't really make sense to beat both of them. Like I didn't want to say you have to beat it because it's on Steam. I'm more like what's important about is having the experience with the game. Like one of them, we have the Nunnery games, which is 999 Virtue's Last Reward. I've already played them, so I marked it as beaten because I've already played them, even if it wasn't on Steam, right? So anyway, so yeah, 900 games is like when you get down to it, there's less than that, but it's still a lot. So very unfortunate. So anyway, what did I miss? No one knows what really happened. Clocks malfunction, drugs. Okay, just yeah, perspectives on what might have happened during the blank mystery. Oh. Oh, self-satisfying. Yeah, no, I like having your own experience with the game for sure, especially if you're interested in it. Like, you know, people play games alone, but then here you are talking about it, right? Like, you know, you're so that like, yeah, honestly, if you want a game that visual novel that actually touches on the social aspect of games, I remember Muv-Luv does, which I guess to slightly spoil. So it's actually Muv-Luv Unlimited, which is the second half of the original Muv-Luv visual novel. Basically, the premise of it is basically like partway through the main route, the Muv-Luv Extra, the first part, which is just a romance comedy high school thing. I mean, it's still really good, but it's also, you know, but anyway, he basically partway through that route, he's literally in the bath, and then he closes his eyes, he wakes up in his room, he walks out of his normal room, and he is now in an alternate version of Earth where an alien invasion happened in the 70s, and now 30 years later, humanity is trying to, like, fighting for its existence, as after, like, you know, 90% of the humanity, or a huge percent of the Earth has been, like, the population has been wiped out, and they've been fighting this war for decades with mechs against the aliens. And so he finds alternate versions of his classmates who are now they're soldiers. Because most of the population, like, they literally have to draft high school girls because, like, most guys are dead. They literally just have no one else who can be a mech pilot now. And he happens to have a video game console. He's in the same time period, but this is a world that has completely, like, culturally diverged from his own. So like, what happens is you have the option to basically lend the console to one of the other characters, and they get really addicted with one of the games. Basically, it changes based on which character it is, but they're not allowed to have it because it's recreational, and it's like, and it ends up becoming consuming to them. But the main character sort of reflects on that, and he sort of thinks about how, even when playing a solo game, the social aspect is so important to games. But he sort of like he's giving them the game, but there is no social aspect because it's literally the only one in this world. This world doesn't have the culture and technology, like, it doesn't have the resources to spare on video games because, like, they've lost so much, right? And the culture didn't evolve in that direction, so they can't have a social experience with anyone else but him about this game. And it's like, this is Muv-Luv Unlimited. It's the same universe. Well, okay, there's multiple timelines, but it's the same. It's closer to alternative. Or rather, it's the same kind of universe as alternative, but just a different timeline where Muv-Luv is a universe where none of that shit happens. Muv-Luv Extra. So this is between that. Because normal Muv-Luv, you beat Muv-Luv Extra, and then you unlock Muv-Luv Unlimited. That's the one I'm talking about right now. Muv-Luv Alternative is a different game that basically is it's another route from Unlimited, kind of. I don't know. It's really good. Muv-Luv's really good. I love it a lot. Honestly, I think it has a really another interesting thing it does is Takaru plays mecha games, like arcade mecha games, and he uses that knowledge in the reality where piloting an actual mecha, and it leads to some interesting things, like not just funny things, but yeah, it's I like Muv-Luv a lot. If you have the time to play it, it's pretty fucking long, but I'd love for people to give it a shot. Yeah. It's probably on that sound if you don't want to buy it. Just saying. Software. If it's not under the software section of that site that we use to download anime, it's probably under on the top. There's the FAP tab, which is old 4chan onomatopoeia for masturbation noises, because I think Muv-Luv might count as an eroge because the original like, the one on Steam is the all ages version, but the original does have erotic stuff, so I don't know which tab it would be under, but probably both because it's popular. I remember that because someone asked, like, I want to pirate this game, but I can't find where it is, and I looked, and they said it was not on this site, and I checked, and it was, but, yeah, so, anyway, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's piracy. One Piece fan moment. I think we searched the whole factory by now, or close. Well, we haven't found the truth. That's for the labyrinth. I assume we're gonna go into it alone though, because we can only go in with someone who we used to forte with, and we only know the movie would be proud. Sword and sorcery. It's basically about the mythology. So ooh. That's cool. iOS game though. Unfortunately, I don't really do phone gaming, so I don't know how. I'm sure there's ways to do it, but Oh, sneeze. Okay, sorry. I was like, okay, I was wondering. I saw I got an email saying I got a new patron, and I look at the Discord and it was Sneeze. Okay, cool. Hi. Thanks for patroning. I appreciate it. That means you get to think about the wheel, the backlog, when I resume that. Probably after I do my next video. They ported to PC. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, sword. Is it spelled that way? Sword. Or actually, if you could write it down in the Discord real quick, just the name, so I can check it out later. That would be now that you're on the Discord. I'd just appreciate it because I want to look into it because that just sounds really interesting. The unending rain started. How the fuck does the rain tie into it? I haven't even been thinking about that. I forgot about that. Because I mean, they can't just be merely with the rain. They can't just only have it as a cover for the bodies, right? Like, oh wait, like, because otherwise it's like, why did they take away the bodies so quick? That's weird. It's like, oh, the rain. Oh yeah, like, that's nothing but rain for 3 years. But yeah, I don't know exactly when I'm gonna start the wheel. It's either gonna be after my next video, the Japanese Crisis one, or towards the end of the year. That's when I'm gonna switch over to monthly payment as well. But we'll see how it goes. I might wait just to, because maybe it's because I just feel like playing Utawareru Mono is just really gonna help me with Japanese, because it's like so many hours, and so like just the first one is like 100,000 words, right? So it's just like that's a lot of reading, and I just think if I focus on this one long reading thing for a long time, I'll eventually click with it in a way that would help me go faster. Because like I've been doing One Piece and it's very long as well, but like because I don't know, I've just been like making iffy choices when it comes to the. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh no, is that the hunk? No, those are like dolls. What the fuck? Sounds like normal weather. Rain for 3 years? Okay. I don't know where you live, but, are those corpses? They could be corpses. Drained of blood. Jesus Christ. Oh no, he's gonna see the Soylent Green being made! I have disposable income. Yay! Thank you. I appreciate the support. I have been considering my stretch goals as well for when I really get the channel going. Because I mean, I guess my ultimate goal would be like the money I need to live without having another job, which is like probably around like $2,000 something. And I thought like I'd probably increase the wheel time, basically. So because right now it's like my plan is basically like how much can I like half an hour a day for 30 days, you know, the average month basically. Like how long would like what was I trying to say? So like for a TV show, so 30 minutes times 30 days is like, yeah, it's 900 minutes, right? So that's like my limit with video media. You know, so but if I were to have that stretch goal reached, then I might do it, so like increase the time so I can do more backlog time. And then of course with Japanese stuff it's a little difficult right now, but I might, which is why I'm saying I might wait till after Utawareru Mono, because that way I can, just doing all that reading on this one thing just really helps me cement the reading part in my brain, then hopefully I'll have an easier time with other works in Japanese, so I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, this is all the corpses of, I presume these are, that means these are humans, so these are the kidnapping victims. Oliver, oh, and oh, rainforest, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. I live in California. We got a drought. I mean, it's just been. I forget. It rained. April, maybe. I forget. But it did rain this year a few times. No, there was. It's been a little better this last year or so, but we did have the drought in California a little while ago. So. Oh, thanks, Guy. Everyone here is so. Has the unified government been sending people on death row here? Wait. No! Wait, what the fuck? So, number one is the world's greatest mind, but also the detectives are part of the system because, oh my god! What the fuck? So Yuma's fucking, like, labyrinth power is literally just, it's the system that's already in place. The world detectives are catching criminals. Criminals who are caught are sentenced to death and turned into fucking food for the zombies in Kanai Ward? Oh god, this is good. Like, this is why I like, because I remember a while, like back in February when I was like thinking about swapping over everything into Japanese, I was like, because I want to be spending the time with Japanese media in Japanese to get myself to the point where I can do it faster and easier. But I wanted to keep doing this, not just because I was already playing it, because I was like, do I just drop Ace Attorney? But because solving a mystery in a public, there's something about the social aspect of streaming it that I think is really cool, right? Because I'm coming, like, you guys already know, some of you guys already know the mystery, right? But now you're getting that, like, you can't go through the mystery again. You already know it, right? Like, I've gone through Danganronpa so many times, like, I'm just seeing foreshadowing and knowing the whole picture. But so the next best thing is get that vicarious, like, seeing someone play the game and coming to the realizations themselves, right? Because yeah, that's just like again, more of a thematic thing. Like, I mean, it adds layers to the mystery, but no, it's not more of a thematic thing. It's it does both really well. It adds to the mystery of like, wait, the world detectives are also involved in this. Like, they haven't come up at all. They have not come up at all during this, and now it's like, oh yeah, number one, the greatest mind is Jesus, oh, he's so pissed. Look at him. And it's also coming from him. It's like he's been slaughtering dangerous criminals, but like literal murderers. So it's like, but this disgusts him, right? I mean, they're immortal, but shh. And yeah, why? And that's true. They like. Oh, that's a good point. Why would they be investigating their own crimes? Because yeah, number one, put them on this duty to find out what's going on. But because yeah, I don't. Because yeah, and again, Makoto is a sneaky fucker. This could have easily been planted. Like, all of this was constructed by him. He faked the deaths of all of his friends who are totally dead. I mean, it could be, like, there's warring factions within Amaterasu, so maybe there's warring factions within the World Detective Organization, and this guy's blaming number one because he's like, oh, the World Detective Organization is at fault, therefore number one is at fault, but it's really that the World Detective is at fault. But then there's no other character who it could be, like, there's no Yomi to the Makoto, so to speak. Kodaku's Pros is easy to... Oh, the most text-heavy video game currently in existence. So I am going to be playing them in Japanese, but I want to wait a little, especially because like I was thinking about that with the labyrinths, right? Like, this game has the QuickTime events where you literally have like lines of text, and you only have so much time to read them and make the right answer. Like, there's no little consequence for failure. But if I'm playing it in Japanese, I need to be able to read quick, right? So I mean, I'm probably gonna wait just inherently because I have a big idea to play when I play the Kodaka games again. It's gonna be in Japanese, but it's also gonna be alongside any like major references. So like the Kill the Past series, because that starts with Twilight Twilight Syndrome and Moonlight Syndrome, and then you know, there's some English stuff, of course, like the Saw franchise. You know, I have a big old list. So hopefully by the time I get to this game with its QuickTime events and 100 line with more text than any game in existence, which is insane, then hopefully I'll be fast enough at reading that I'll be able to manage those reasonably well. But because yeah, I guess, oh, hello, Kuri. Because yeah, I have Utawara Mono lined up. Niji no Kanata ni, it's a kinetic novel I already recorded footage of, so I want to read through that eventually. And then I also was, again, I mentioned rolling on the Steam library table, and I actually did roll another kinetic novel series called World End Economica, which sounds pretty advanced reading-wise. So I am gonna, I have my eye on it because I did roll it, even though it's not something I want to do right now because I want to focus on Dwarf Mono, and I want to finish the one I already have footage of and the one that I'm going to play for reasons before I start another one. But I don't know. I have a lot of reading lined up, and I'll get good. How fast can you read, Coleman? Like, can you read? You've been doing Japanese you've been translating even too, and I know you've been studying. Like you've been spending a lot of time with the language. Oh. So I'm just wondering how, because I I don't know why this is so funny. I just don't think the game is so blatantly like fucked up like this on stream yet. Like there's been little errors and stuff for sure, but she's gonna find the truth somehow. She's doing her best. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Yeah, I never saw that. I don't know how that one happened. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of when I was playing Scarlet and Violet, and a lot of people were unhappy with like the performance and the bugs in the game. And I understand for sure. I play a lot of like old jank games, so I don't really mind the performance being bad, even though obviously it would just be a better game if it was better. Like, I absolutely understand. I also tried to catalog through screenshots so many of the bugs that I ran into because I wanted to be honest about the fact that, like, they really didn't negatively impact my enjoyment of the game. Like, if anything, a lot of them were just weird or funny, frankly. So, you know, so yeah, it's like, I don't like, a lot of people really care about performance, and, like, the game as a piece of software engineering marvel, really. Like, video games are some of the most intense and impressive software engineering that we humans have come up with, right? So I understand really caring about that and wanting games to run well and being impressed when they can do really interesting and cool visual things, right? And then in turn you have to be like, well, this game looked glitched, I hate it now, or whatever. Or you know, performance is different because that impacts your like, you know, experience with the game. Is that another gab right there? Or is it a will-o-wisp? Yeah, okay, there are two gabs. Okay. I have to go soon, but you're right. Thank you, I appreciate it, Titania. Go for it. Write. Do your writing. I need to write too. There's two guys. I got one. There's weird lack of forgiveness for funny bugs from modern times. Yeah, that's true. They were mythal. Missing No is a great example. Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon bugs are mythologized, right? Like, I mean, I guess that in that case, it's like you kind of have to go out of your way for Missing No, so that's a little different. But okay, so I think I got all 5 now of the ones in chat. So actually, if I check real quick, because I'm pretty sure I'm missing. So I'm missing a Yako one. I'm missing a Hollow. I'm missing 2. Okay, I'm missing a lot. All right. I disagree with the notion that games are good. Unfortunate. Games are in fact not good. But yeah, I don't know. But so with Pokemon, like, I ran into some probably one of the weirder ones is during the Scarlet and Violet, not during the Terra raids. I could have a bug where, like, I guess the last object that the game loaded would just appear in the middle of the Terror Raid. So there'd be like a Pokeball just sitting on the ground, or a Iron Thorns, or whatever, and which is really weird. Yeah, it depends on if it, like, I feel like it, like, does it impact the experience and stuff. And I mean, you know, a good example of a game of a bug being mythologized is like, hold on, what was the name? Sean, where in I think it is it Heavy Rain, where it's like one of the funniest videos ever. But there's a video of the climax of that game where they're playing it. I forget if they're reacting to it or not. Like, as they have their voices and voice call-outs, they're playing the game. But they just found a bug where you have the button to call, press X to call for Sean, but that just, like, doesn't get turned off, and you, like, the game, so the climax of the game just keeps going, and the whole time, Sean, like he's yelling Sean over himself talking and other characters talking, and it's like the way the game renders sounds really interesting. Like, there's parts where other characters are off doing their own thing, but you can still hear echoes of Sean, like it's rendering the sound from where the character is, and you can still hear it based on the position of the camera, and like it's so bizarre, but it's so funny. It's so, oh yeah, the swing set in GTA 4. I remember that one. Oh yeah, so it's like, those bugs are funny, but in the case of the Heavy Rain one, that actually does very much impacts the experience of the game, because if you're emotionally invested in the climax of this game, then it's ruined for you. But if you're like me and you haven't played the game and you're just watching this video out of context, like, I mean, that's it. It could even, like, if I play the game, it could negatively affect my experience in that, like, when going through the climax, I might be remembering that video and giggling about Sean, like, it's so funny. It's so fucking funny, you know, so, that's unfortunate. But yeah, obviously if I'm like if I was playing this game and suddenly Yuma's on the ceiling and it's like, well, I can't progress the game, I'm gonna be frustrated, right? So, and yeah, Pokemon, I'm sure, had bugs like that. I just, I don't remember any that weren't, like, visual, but, what was this room again? Sorry, I'm chatting. I'm yapping. Oh, wait, just turning off the switch. Does this affect me? Uh-oh. Does it stop the rain? I mean, what did you think was gonna happen? Oh my god, is that fucking dance powder from One Piece? Oh my god, it is! So he just turned off the rain in Kanai Ward. Oh god. Oh no. So that they don't take sunlight well. Oh no, because they had the graffiti, like, they want the sunlight, but oh no. Oh yeah, and some game bugs can make the game better. Yeah, like, obviously my first thoughts are Super Smash Brothers or Street Fighter, where combos were a glitch or wave dashing was a glitch, right? So, oh, the streamer watched Cyberpunk where you can't save. Oh no, oh no, that sucks. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw a video of that where it's like if you pause the game mid-jump, you can then jump again after you unpause the game, so you can just go up. Very funny. Also, remember there was a speed run strat only in very old versions of Oblivion, because when you dropped a paintbrush, it basically, like, stuck in the air, and you can step on it. So what you did is you went into the district of the main city with the big dome building that the climax of the game happens in, and if you jump in that building through the ceiling, the game, I guess, thinks that you're in the climax of the game because you can only be, like, the building gets cracked open, so it becomes part of the world, so the only way you can be in that building while also in that ward at the same time instead of going through the door is if you're in the climax of the game. So the speedrun strat is literally just to leave the dungeon, find some paintbrushes, go into that ward, jump over the wall, like clip through the ceiling, and then you beat the game because the game thinks you're in the ending now. So you just run, but that obviously got patched out, so you can only do that in old versions of Oblivion. Because I remember on Xbox there's a way you could like go into your game files and delete the updates, and then you could, you know, play around with old versions of the game that way, or original versions of the game that way. So, okay, so the sunlight's making them freak out, or do they die? What the fuck is... Kurumi's not taking the sunlight either. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Bloodborne? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, like the game, if you go to a certain area, the game just thinks you beat it. Oh yeah, with the guard, that's right, in the, okay. Yeah, because that's true, you do fight the final boss in the hub area. But you're not freaking out, so you're not a homunculus? Or he's a perfect homunculus and these are imperfect homunculuses, that's right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I don't trust this fucker for a second. Oh no. I think oh no. Bye, Titania. Thanks for stopping by. The stream's almost over anyway. Okay. You restarted the rain clouds. Okay. Because I thought about it when they focused on the hands. Because Yuma's power, coalescence, works when he holds hands with someone. If fortes are tied to your biology, if Makoto is a homunculi of Yuma. Wait. Number 1 is the greatest mind in the world. Makoto is a homunculus of the greatest mind in the world. So I'm wondering if, like, is Yuma a clone or another perfect homunculus of number 1 himself? I wonder. But then they diverged in different paths. Anyway, I was thinking that it's very possible that number 1 and or Makoto would have coalescence. And if that's the case, that means he has a forte. So we might be going into Labyrinth with Makoto. Because I was thinking we wouldn't have a partner because I was originally thinking it was going to be Yako, but he fucking died. And he didn't have a forte anyway. Because, I mean, I definitely think that makes the most sense for if he's the mastermind, basically. Oh, he can't. Oh, he's only one person. Oh, god damn it! Komun, I'm sorry, I don't know English very well. And you know 2 languages, at least. Leave me alone. No. I'm just being petty. Oh, goodness gracious, Makoto, I wasn't expecting you to be here near the end of my video game. That's also, you know what, that's a good point. Actually, there's actually, funnily enough, to draw from my username for a second, Dwarf Fortress actually has a mechanic where if your dwarves, because they can just stay underground for a long time because you could just dig a hole. They become, they will actually vomit when they get exposed to sunlight because their bodies aren't used to it if you have them go without sunlight for so long. And I remember people talk about design tips to avoid that by like building like for shared areas like the dining hall, you build it with like a glass ceiling, or the trade depot, you build it with a glass ceiling so that they can still get sunlight occasionally. So yeah, just I forget what it was called, but I just remember that. Yeah, you're right. The sunlight bad after 3 years. So
ここまで来てくれた君に敬意を表して答えよう。承知の通り、アマテラス社の実験によって血管ホムンクルスが生み出されてしまった。その血管ホムンクルスには重大な欠点があることは知っている。
the one we've
一つが
yeah
再構築の際に見舞われる極度な知能の低下。いわゆるゾンビ化だ。彼らは不死ではあるが。死後に蘇った際、まるでゾンビのように人肉を求める怪物となってしまう。
Jinniku? Okay. Yeah, that's yeah, I know it. I could figure out what that one means. Yeah, that's. I know some people think kanji are scary, but once you start learning them, it's like you know, I know that the kanji for human can be read Jin, and I know the kanji for, well, I mean, it's just Niku. That's meat. So I can understand. Oh yeah, you put them together, human meat. Okay, yeah.
日光を遮ればすぐに元に戻るけど、凶暴化している間は理性も記憶もなくす。
Okay, well they've turned normal, but there's still berserk. Okay, gotcha.
正確には紫外線に起因するアレルギーにより。
Okay, so they just die.
凶暴化を放っておくと、いずれは死んでしまう。
So they're not truly, well, I mean, yeah, I guess they're more in the same way that like vampire are immortal, right? Like they won't die unless under very specific circumstances, like being stabbed with had a stake put into your heart, and it's like, well, I mean, most people die from that anyway. But so it's literally for their protection, basically. So some of them want the sunlight that they remember, but oh, that's probably what. Okay, I bet we can go back to Heska's words and fill in sunlight and I guess I haven't really approached the Kurumi being homunculus. I feel like, or maybe I've just been I've been paying attention, but there's definitely been parts where I focus more on chat. So.
彼らを安定化させるには雨が降る程度の厚い雲が必要でね。そしてこの場所ならカナイプ全域を包む雨雲が。
So this is the place that became because why so many? What's the? I guess yeah. I've been thinking about the what for so long. I never even began to think of like why kill everybody in the entire ward and turn them into homunculi. Like, and then like, cause so much has been going into this project, but like, for what purpose? Like, you know, so many dead bodies in the mass kidnappings. God knows how fucked the nearby like ecology is due to the rain, the constant rainfall. And never mind, like literally like massacring entire peoples and replacing them with monsters. Why? I haven't even like, so yeah, that's one mystery. I guess I guess like this feels kind of like the murder, right? With Danganronpa 1 climax, it's like, okay, well who killed Mukuro, right? And oh, it's Junko. Okay. Now what? The rest of the game. Why are we here in this building? You know, what the fuck's going on, right? Just impact. So now it's like, okay, I've gotten the full. I have a good enough picture of the Mukuro's murder in a sense, with the homunculi, the Soylent Green, but I don't know anything else. I don't know why. Oh fuck. You little shit. Well, you could have done it at any time, but you didn't. Why? Where's your friends? Those who are totally dead and not alive.
いいだろう。出しなよ、その切り札を。決着をつけようじゃないか。さあ、死神の書の力を使え。
やっぱり死神の書のことを知っているのか。
Ah, the next stream is gonna be fucking insane.
言われて出すのも尺だけど、こっちだって望むところだよ。っていうか、そうしないとご主人
I might, I wonder, you know what, next time I might like make my lunch beforehand and then just have it all ready when I'm partway through the stream. Because yeah, now it's like, yeah, it's only almost 1 o'clock, so that's enough time. I mean, it's gonna look the same as the other ones, more or less, I assume, but it's gonna be wild.
さっさとしなよ。君が解くべき謎はここにある。さあ、カナイク最大の秘密を解き明かすんだ。僕の犯したすべての罪を暴いてみせろ。
Why does he want them exposed? Oh, that's right, because Makoto will die, but he's a perfect homunculus, so he won't actually die, right? Ah, I got to wait till next week.
後悔はしない。もちろん恨んだりもしないよ。君には今まで何度も助けられたんだから。
Shinigami blush. She hasn't been too terrible lately. Just a little bit. I don't know. I think I don't know. I guess I like that aspect in a mascot character because I must have been thinking about you and Idol Precure with Pururun, who she's like very cute and good and adorable, but also, especially in the first episode, she is a fucking menace. She keeps illegally uploading idol concerts to the internet. She has not learned her lesson. She's terrible, but I love her. And Shinigami, of course, is mostly terrible. But occasionally, this is like the reverse. She's being good now. Better. And Makoto's staying very still to maintain delusion, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, no, I'm wrong. Never mind. Can I just walk through normally, please? Aww. Cute! Cute Shinigami! Oh my goodness. So yeah, okay, Makoto doesn't have a forte despite being a perfect homunculus. Okay, never mind. But they did focus on them grabbing hands, but oh well. And unless he sneaks, okay, I was gonna say because he could be just standing really still to fuck with them. And okay, yeah, the gun wasn't even loaded, so he can sneak in after them. Fuck you, piece of shit! You motherfucker! You little bitch! Oh my god! What a fucking Jesus Christ. So yeah, I'm gonna buckle up for the long one next time because I'm honestly expecting between the trial, like if it's Danganronpa 3, I'm gonna be in there for 6 hours. Okay, 6 hours. I don't think I'm gonna be quite there that long, but I do intend to finish the game next time. Holy shit, I'm finishing the game next time after we started this in like November or some shit. Like, damn. Okay, I mean it's lots of hiatuses and stuff, but well, that was fun. Oh my god. So anyway, next time, so Kingsfield, I believe I'm doing that Tuesday because because I only have 2 days I'm closing next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. And so I'm gonna be streaming Tuesday for Kingsfield, which I'm also reaching the end of. Yay! Getting there. Probably 2 or 3 more streams for that. It might sneak up on me. Like I've literally been, I think it was Kingsfield 2 where I just beat that game. Like I was like, wait, I was already this close to the end of the game. But I remember, oh yeah, because I was literally in the last area with the last boss, and it was only an hour, and that was including going back to use the truth glass on Seath. But so you know, maybe I'll be surprised like that one day. I've definitely thought of like how do I manage that? How do I like do I just do a 20-minute stream? Fuck it. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out. Thank you, Sneeze, for patroning midstream, and I appreciate it. I will be giving a channel update on the 3rd. I just when I arbitrarily decided to do it because I did it on the 3rd the first time. I do it on the server in the Crafts content. So especially if you scroll back, you can see my last one, which was pretty big about me. Maybe it was my last one of me doing the with my channel plans and stuff. But anyway, thank y'all. It was fun. Now this is and I'm glad that like even though I feel like I have the big mystery down with the nature of Kunai Ward and the homunculi, I don't know why at all. And I imagine like when we figure out that first part, we're gonna go to the second one. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat food. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I will see y'all next time.